Yes, good morning to one and all. So, from last two classes, we have been discussing about network topology or graph theory. Graph theory. So, in that graph theory, we discussed about fundamental definitions, about tree, co-tree. Later on, we also derived the matrices, network matrices for the given network by drawing tree and co-tree. Okay, so in that we determine the network incidence matrix and also Thyset matrix, where the network incidence matrix gives the incidence of branches to the nodes. That means it gives the geographical connection of elements to the nodes. The incidence matrix consists of nodes and branches, and this incidence matrix gives the relation between nodes and branches. Whereas Thyset matrix gives the relation between branch currents and link currents. And the number of Thysets are equal to number of links. Number of Thysets are equal to number of links. Now we will see the another important matrix, which is called cut-set matrix. Cut-set matrix. See, if you read out the first sentence, the fundamental cut set or F cut set is the minimum set of branches if removed that divides the original graph into two isolated subgraphs. That means, and read out second sentence also. The F cut set consists of only one twig and one or more links. And the number of cut sets will be equal to the number of twigs. Okay, earlier the Thysets related to links. Now this cut set related to twigs. So the twig must consist of only the fundamental cut set must consist of only one twig and one or more links. So therefore, the number of cut sets are equal to the number of twigs. So if cut set consists of only one twig, then it is called fundamental cut set. Okay. Whereas in fundamental loop matrix or fundamental Thyset must consist of only one link. You remember, one link, whereas fundamental cut set consists of only one twig. So therefore, the number of fundamental cut sets are equal to number of twigs. So therefore, for a given tree and co-tree of a graph, you can form the F cut sets which are equal to number of twigs. But how to form a fundamental cut set? That is given in the first sentence. So the fundamental cut set is the minimum set of branches if removed that divides the entire graph into two isolated subgraphs. So suppose if it is a graph, so therefore if you remove some of the branches of a tree, the tree and co-tree, which consists of only one twig that divides the entire graph into two subgraphs, which is called fundamental cut set. So therefore, what should be the size of fundamental cut set matrix? Here the number of cut sets are equal to number of twigs. Number of twigs are equal to n minus 1. Number of nodes minus 1. So therefore, number of cut sets by the number of branches. That is given here. So the order of the fundamental cut set matrix will be n minus 1 into b. Here n minus 1 is equal to number of twigs by number of branches. Then see if you see the graph of the given network with respect to tree and co-tree, you can find the cut sets. So here see number of twigs. Twigs are represented with thick line and links are represented with the dotted line. This is the thick line and these are the links or dotted lines. Dotted lines. So therefore, see the bracket numbers. Numbers in bracket represents branches. Open numbers represents nodes. 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 So therefore, the number of twigs are 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. So you have to remove a set of branches along with 2 ones, along with 3 ones, along with 4 ones. You have to remove a set of branches. Okay, with 2, 3, and 4. That should divide the entire graph into two or more subgraphs. Okay. Suppose see here, but you should remove only one twig at a time. One twig at a time. One twig and more than 1 or 2 links. 1 or 2 links. So therefore, that's why see here, this red line represents one cut set, one fundamental cut set related to. So this fundamental cut set related to twig 2. Twig 2. Here I am removing the second branch, sixth branch, and first branch. Branch number 1, branch number 2, branch number 6. These three are removing. Okay. With respect to second twig. So if you remove these 3 branches, so there is a subgraph with first, second, sixth element, and remaining are another subgraph. Here only we removed only second twig only. Second twig, first and sixth links. Like that, coming to third twig, you remove these 3. 1, 3, 5. 1 twig, 2 links. We are removing the lower part. This gives one subgraph and remaining gives another subgraph. Like that, if we come to fourth twig, here I am removing 4, 6 and 5 because 1 twig, 2 links. So that divides again into 2 subgraphs with 4, 5, 6 and remaining. 4, 5, 6 and remaining. Okay, but there is no another combination to remove. Suppose if you want to remove other than this any combination, so it is not possible. Okay, that gives more than 1 twig. Okay, so therefore these 3 are the 3 fundamental cut sets related to second twig, third twig, and fourth twig. Okay. Whereas the direction of cut set, the direction of cut set is equal to direction of twig. This blue line represents the direction of cut set. Okay. In tie set, the direction of loop is equal to direction of link. Whereas in cut set, the direction of cut set is equal to direction of twig. You remember that. Okay. So this is the way of forming the cut sets. The number of cut sets are equal to number of twigs. Number of twigs are equal to n minus 1. So once you form these cut sets, we can easily derive or obtain the matrices. Okay. Now, so here also the elements of we saw the size of the matrix. That is n minus 1 into b. N minus 1 into by b. N minus 1 by b. N minus 1 rows, b columns. Columns are same for all matrices. Okay, b, where the rows are changing. So here n minus 1, where n is 0. So the elements of fundamental cut set matrix will be either +1, -1 or 0. So when it will be +1, -1 and 0. The value of the element will be +1 if the direction of branch current of selected cut set is same as that of the F cut set twig current. Okay. If it is +1, when the direction of the selected branch of selected cut set is equal to the direction of twig of that cut set, twig of that cut set. Okay. So, and it should be -1. It should be -1 when the direction of selected branch of selected cut set is opposite to the direction of twig of that cut set. Direction of twig of that cut set. Okay. And the elemental value is equal to 0 when there is no relation between the selected branch and the cut set. Selected branch and selected cut set. Okay. Suppose if you select a cut set, there are 3 branches. 3 branches. It may be a combination of twig and links. Okay. See, if the branch direction and twig direction is same, then the elemental value is +1. If the branch direction and twig direction of particular cut set is opposite, that should be -1. If there is no relation with the selected branch and cut set, then that elemental value is equal to 0. Okay. So we can write these 3 points like this. Qij, I is cut set, j is branch number. Qij is equal to 1 when branch bj of the cut set I has same orientation of the cut set I. Cut set I. Whereas when the branch, that is +1, when the branch bj of cut set I has opposite orientation of the cut set I. If it is 0, when the branch bj is not in the cut set I. Not in the cut set I. Okay. Now take the same graph. Take the same graph. See, come to first cut set. This is cut set number 2. See here, cut set 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. These are the rows. 2, 3, 4 are the rows. Branches are same. A row related to cut set 2, another row related to cut set 3, and another row related to cut set 4. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, in cut set 2, it consists of 3 branches. 3 branches. Okay. 1 twig and 2 links. Second, 6th, and 1st. The direction of cut set is away from node 1. Away from node 1. See, the direction of cut set 1 is away from node 1. You take this node reference because we are removing this node. Okay? Because the twig is moving away from the node 1. Its direction is away from node 1 and we are removing node 1. So therefore, take this direction away from node 1. See, for second branch, the direction of twig direction is similar to cut set direction. So therefore, for second it is 1. Whereas first one, here also the current is the direction of link is also away from the node 1, away from the node 1. So take +1. Coming to 6, it is also away from the node 1, away from the node 1, similar to second. So therefore, put +1. And remaining all, see 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5, they are not related to this one. This cut set consists of only 1, 2, 6. So for 1, 2, 6 are active. That may be +1 or -1. If it is plus, okay, this both are equal. Both are equal. Okay. Then, like that, coming to third cut set, see here. For third cut set, we removed 3, 1, 5. 3, 1, 5. Okay, here we are removing the fourth node along with 1, 3, 5. But the direction is into the fourth node, the downward direction, into the fourth node. So therefore, for 3, the direction is similar. For 3, it is 1. And coming to 1, it is also, the direction is into the node 4, So therefore, it is similar to twig direction. So for first one, it is also +1. Coming to 5th, it is also driving. Direction is into the node 4, similar to twig. So for 5th also, it is +1. remaining all are zero. Remaining all are zeros. Okay. Now come to node 4, twig 4. This cut set, we removed 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. The direction of this cut set is away from node 3. Away from node 3. So for 4, the direction of twig is similar to the direction of the cut set. So therefore for 4 it is 1. Coming to 5, so it is also oriented away from node 3 like 4. So therefore plus 1. Coming to 6, here the direction of cut set is away from node 3, but 6 is oriented into the 3. These two are opposite. 6 and this cut set are opposite. So therefore should get minus 1. Should get minus 1. Minus 1. Okay. So therefore in that aspect we have got minus 1. So this is the way to get a fundamental cut set matrix. Fundamental cut set matrix. Okay, na? So this is if you remove this cut set matrix, it should be like this. So here also the number of fundamental cut set matrices of directed graph will be equal to the number of trees of that directed graph. So here also you can get so many possible trees for a graph. So if you change the tree of a graph, again you can get different matrix, not like this. Instead of 2, 3, 4, if you take 2, 3, 5, you can get different matrix. Okay. Instead of that, if you take 3, 4, 6 as a tree, you can get different matrix. Instead of that, if you take any combination, suppose 1, 2, not 1, 2, 6, suppose 1, 3, 4. If you take 1, 3, 4, you can get different matrix. So therefore, if you change the tree, you can get different loop and cut set matrices. That is the meaning of this sentence. The number of fundamental cut set matrices of the directed graph will be equal to the number of trees of the directed graph. So therefore, suppose if I give you a problem as a homework, you all are at home. So therefore, there is a possibility of taking different graphs, because no two are sitting at one place. So therefore, you can take your own graph so that you can get, suppose for this graph, there is a possibility of getting 16 trees. So therefore, you can get 16 types of loop matrices and 16 types of cut set matrices. So why it is called cut set? Why it is called cut set? So therefore, if you are removing a set of elements, it is cutting the graph into two subgraphs. So in that aspect, it is named as cut set matrix. Fundamental cut set. Fundamental means, so each cut set must consist of only one twig. That's why it is called fundamental cut set. Fundamental cut set, like fundamental loop also. In that fundamental loops also, there is only one link present. So therefore, if a loop consists of one link, that is called fundamental loop. If a cut set consists of only one twig, it is called fundamental cut set. Actually here, it is a rectangular matrix. Always the rows and columns, the number of rows and columns are different. To have same number of rows and columns, then augmented cut set and augmented tie set matrices are there, but they are not in your syllabus. Okay, augmented cut set and augmented tie set. That is, without that, we are simply removing one twig at a time, so that you may get removed. you may get another 3 more rows. 3 more rows if you remove one twig at a time. Not twig, one link at a time. Okay, 1, 5, 6. Okay, but that is not on our syllabus. It's not required for us. Okay. Now this is the cut set matrix. Any doubt? If you have any doubt, please rise so that I will explain once again. If not, I will move. I think it's clear. At least say yes or no. If yes, I will move. If no, I will back once again. Okay. Then see. So like that matrix, if you divide the matrix with respect to twigs and links, okay, twigs and links. See, it is like this. 2, 3, 4 are the twigs, okay, and 1, 5, 6 are the links. So this can be partitioned into twig matrix, link matrix, where twig matrix will become a unit matrix. Twig matrix becomes a unit matrix. Earlier in tie-set matrix, link matrix is a unit matrix. Link matrix is a unit matrix, whereas in cut set matrix, twig matrix is a unit matrix. So you can also check your matrices whether you have got right or wrong. Okay. So for cross checking in incidence matrices, the sum of the column rows must be equal to 0, not row. Sum of the columns, sum of the elements of each column will be equal to 0. For incidence matrix cross verification, if you sum each column elements, you should get 0. Okay. Whereas tie-set matrix, link matrix must be a unit matrix. Whereas cut set matrix, twig matrix must be a unit matrix. So once you obtain your matrices, you can cross check the matrices with these 3 techniques. With this, each one for each matrix. Okay. Then, so with this, these theoretical aspects of these instance matrices is completed. Then we will discuss one more problem like this. Okay. You just see, suppose obtain the graph of the given network and also determine A, B and Q matrices for the given graph. So here the network is given. Here the network is given. First he asked to find the graph of the network. Then we need to find the 4 matrices what we derived. So we know the procedure to find the graph of the given network. So first we need to identify the nodes. Okay, where the current division takes place. So how many nodes are there in the given network? Just have a glance over the network, identify the nodes. So where graph is already given. So that here there are 5 nodes are there. See here, from the source, the current is coming through 2 and it is dividing at this node. Okay, one path through 4 on capacitor, another path is 2. While coming to 2, after 2, again the current is dividing into 2 paths. There are 2 paths. Okay, again these 2 are joining here and it is also joined at this node. Here there is no potential difference at all. So therefore you can consider these 2 nodes as single node. Okay. And Okay, so therefore, one node, another node, here also another node. Again, the current flowing through 4 and 1 farad is again dividing into two paths. This is one, this is another path. So therefore, these three paths are joined here. So therefore, these two will be considered as single node. And again, so here there are three branches joining at this point. Okay, likely to be neutral. So take this also another node. So therefore, how many nodes are there? Finally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So now you place, first you give a number, whatever you like, wherever you like. Okay, but total number of nodes is 5. So you have to get 5 nodes for the given network. So therefore, so I gave the numbers like this. Here it is 1, it is 2, it is 3, it is 4, and it is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now. So here simply we are trying to join each node with a line, each two nodes with a line depending upon the elements present in those two. Okay. So simply we are replacing resistors, inductors, capacitors with a line. And we are going to replace the energy sources with their internal impedances. So voltage source should be short circuited and current source should be open circuited. So we have to short circuit the voltage source and open circuit the current source. So therefore, between 1 and 4, between 1 minute, if you don't mind, I will take 1 minute. Okay, so say it is 1 and it is 2 and it is 3 and it is 4 and it is 5. Okay, so between 1 and 4, 2 ohm in series with voltage source, where voltage source should be short circuited. So therefore, there is a line between 1 and 4. And 1 and 2, there are two elements. You have to treat this as one branch. I told you already. In between any number of branches which are in series, you have to treat that as a single branch. So here 2, either it has 1, 2, or 3, or n number. As long as the current flowing through all the branches are same, you have to treat that as one branch between two nodes. So therefore, it will be treated as one branch. 1 to 2. Again, from 2 to 4, again there is a voltage source in series with 2 ohm. So this should be a short circuit. So 2 to 4 is another line. And 2 to 3, again there is a connection through two series elements. So treat this as one branch. And again 3 to 4, there should be one line, 3 to 4. And coming to 1 to 5, there is one line, okay, because 2 ohms is connected, replace. And coming to here, 5 to 3, where your attention is more needed. 5 to 3, there are two paths. 5 to 3, there are two paths. One path consists of simply a current source. Another path consists of 2 ohm branch. So here we are going to open circuit the current source. So there is any current source, simply, okay, open that path. So therefore, that's why here we have not represented a path from 5 to 3 with the current source. So you just remove them. Okay, and you need to have a connection between 5 to 3 through 2. 5 to 3 through 2 ohm. So that is it. Okay. So based on that, you have to give some number again. Give some number that is also arbitrary number. Arbitrary number. Okay. Okay. So I get like this 1, 2, 4, 5, 3, like this. This is numbers. So now we obtain the graph of the network. Graph of the network. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. After obtaining a graph, before going to obtain the matrices, you just give the orientation to each and every branch. That is also completely arbitrary. Our interest. You can give any direction. But you should follow the same direction till the completion of the solution. Okay. See here, the first one, the complete incidence matrix. So where the size of the complete incidence matrix is n by b. Number of nodes by number of branches. Nodes and branches. How many nodes are there? 5 nodes. How many branches? 7 branches. Okay. So you just first place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now come to each node. Each node. How many elements connected to first node? Suppose first node. For first node, see, 3 elements are connected. 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 6. 1, 4, 6. See, the 1 is away from the node 1. When it is away from node 1, it should be plus 1. When it is into node 1, it should be minus 1. If there is no connection, 0. No connection, 0. So 1 is away from the node 1. So 0. Sorry, 1. Whereas 2 is, branch 2 is not connected to 1. So therefore 0. Branch 3 is not connected to 1. 0. Branch 4 is away from 1. So therefore plus 1. Again branch 6, it is also away from the 1. So plus 1. Remaining all are zeros. Now coming to node 2. Node 2. What are the branches connected? 1, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3. For 1, it is entering into node 2. So therefore minus 1. For 2, it is also entering into node 2. So therefore minus 1. Third branch, it is away from the second node. So for third branch, it is plus 1. Remaining all are zeros. But because they should not connected to node 2. Okay, they were not connected to node 2. So therefore 0. Coming to node 3. Here 3 branches are connected. 2, 5, 7. Where 2 is moving away from 3. So for 2, it is plus 1. For 5, it is also away from node 3. For 5 also plus 1. 7, it is also away from node 3. So for 7 also plus 1. Remaining all are zeros. Whereas coming to node 4, for node 4, 3, 4, 5, these 3 are connected. 3, 4, 5, these 3 are connected. All these 3 are entering into node 4. 3 is entering, 4 is entering, 5 is also entering. For 3, 4, 5, it is minus 1. 3, 4, 5, minus 1. Remaining all are 0. Coming to node 5, where 6 and 7 are connected. Okay, both are entering into node. Okay, 6 is entering, 7 is entering like this. Both are entering. So therefore, for both, you should get minus 1. See, for 6 and for 5th node, At fifth node, both 6 and 7 are entering. 6 and 7 are entering. So therefore, we will get minus 1. So this is complete incidence matrix. Complete incidence matrix. So from this we can get reduced incidence matrix. Reduced incidence matrix by removing any one row. Any one row. By taking as reference one. Reference one. You just go through those. That A and A. A and A. Okay. This is A with 5 rows. Now reduce instance matrix A after eliminating the last row. This is last row. That is 5th row. You can eliminate any row by assuming it is a reference where we are treating that as a passive node, remaining all are active nodes. You can take any node, okay, as the reference node, remaining all will become active nodes. Active nodes. Okay. That is about this one. AA and A. Now come to tie-set matrix. Tie-set matrix B. Tie-set matrix B. So to get tie-set matrix and cut-set matrix, we need to form tree and co-tree. Tree and co-tree. Tree means a tree should consist of all branches, but no closed path. What I told you, a tree should consist of all nodes, but there should not be any closed path. Any closed path. There should be all nodes, okay, but should not be a closed path, and the number of twigs are equal to n minus 1. N minus 1. Where n is the number of nodes. So in this graph, how many nodes are there? 5 nodes. 5 nodes. So 5 minus 1 is equal to 4. So there should be 4 twigs. 4 twigs. So you can take any 4 branches of this graph as a twigs without closed path. Without closed path. Okay, and a closed path form kakunda, you have to take 4 branches, but the 4 should be connected. The 4 should be connected. So here I have taken 5, 3, 1, 6, 1, 6, 3, 5 as a twigs of a tree. Twigs of a tree. You can take any combination. See here, you can take any combination. You can take 4, 3, 2, 7. 7, 2, 3, 4 is again another combination. You can take all outer also. All outer maybe not possible. 6 all out. If you take all outer 1, 2, 3, 4, it is forming a closed path. So you should not take. You can take like this 6, 7, 5, 3. That's also possible. 6, 7, 5, 3. That's also possible. And you can take like this. That is one combination. So you can take any combination. Like see here, 2, 6, 7, 5 also combination. This one, 1, 6, 7, 5. 1, 6, 7, 5. This is another combination. So without forming any closed path, with 4 twigs, you take 1 tree. Okay. So here I have taken 1, 6, 1, 3, 5. Okay. Now come to then what are the links? Remaining all are links. 2, 4, 7 are the links. Okay, na? Branches minus twigs are equal to links. Remember, these are important. You may get 1 more question. Branches minus twigs are called links. There are 7 branches. There are 7 branches, 4 twigs. Branches minus n minus 1. N minus 1 is 5 minus 1 is 4. 7 minus 4 is equal to 7 minus 4 is equal to 3. Okay? You will get 3 links. 2, 4, 7. 2, 4, 7. Now here, if you add each link, that should form a loop. That should form a loop. So therefore, see, for 2, coming to 2, first one, 2. If you add this link to, this forms a loop. This forms a loop. I will take annotations. Okay. Okay. Just, I will take 10 more minutes because you are free now. I will take 10 more minutes. Okay. See here. 2. Okay. 3, 5. This is one loop, fundamental loop, and the direction of this loop is equal to the direction of the link. Okay, like this. Okay. Now, and coming to that is addition of the second link. Now add a fourth link. If I add this fourth link, it forms a loop and with these 3 elements. There should be only one link. Okay, 1 or more twigs. So this is okay. So it is like this. The direction is like this. Okay. And this is. But now it is somewhat difficult to identify a loop with 7 links. Link 7. Suppose if you close the loop here, okay, this loop comprises of 2 links. So it will not become a fundamental loop. So a fundamental loop consists of only one link, more than one twig. Then you have to search for the possible ways. Suppose if you circle outside, okay, this will get one more link, 4th link. So you should not move like this. Then, so there is one possible combination is there. So that is, suppose see from 7 to see. So carefully. I will draw with another color for this one. Green color. See, from 7, 6, okay, and 1, okay, and you move like this. Okay. So there is only one link 7, remaining all are twigs. Number 6, number 1, number 3, and number 5. All are twigs. Only 7 is link. Okay. The direction is similar to the link. So this is the direction, and this is the another direction. So here also same, but here is like this. Okay, and here it is like this. Okay, and it is like this. Okay. Now you come to formation of matrices. Okay. Now coming to the second tie set. What are the elements present for second? Very second. It is second. Okay. This red loop. 2. Okay. 2, 3, 5. So 2, 3, 5. The direction of this die set is 2 only. So for 2, it is +1. Whereas 3, this 3, it is also +1. Whereas coming to 5, the red loop, both are opposite. So here I have drawn this. This thing is okay. I will draw this green link again. To avoid confusion here. See, see this one. Blue. Okay, now see 2, 3, 5. For 2, same direction, for 3, same direction, but for 5, these two are opposite. So therefore, for 5, it is -1, and 2, 3, it is +1. 2, 3 +1, 5 is -1, remaining all are zeros. Coming to 4, see here. 4, 3, 1. 4, 1, 3. 4 and 1, same direction. But that is the direction of this loop is equal to direction of linker. These two should be same. Okay, and these two are opposite. For 4 it is +1. For 3 and 1 -1. 3 and 1 -1, and 4 it is +1. 4 it is +1. Now you come to another loop here. Another loop. What we drawn here. From 7, okay, 7 to like this. Okay. So now see 7, 6, 1, 3, 5. 7, 6, 1, 3, 5 are present. For 7, it is same. For 6, it is minus. It is opposite. For 6, it is opposite. For 7, it is same. So therefore, for 7 it is +1, for 6 it is -1. Coming to C, for first, these two are same, and 3, these two are same. So therefore, for 1 and 3 also +1. For 1 and 3 also +1. Whereas for 5, this green loop and 5, both are opposite. So therefore, let 5 it is -1. For 5 it is -1. Okay, so like this you need to calculate the die set matrix. I hope it's clear. You just practice once again. So if anybody is in Nellore, so I will try to give these recording videos so that you can take them. Okay, you can take from me. The one who is in Nellore, you can take all these videos from me. If you want to refer once again. Okay. So this is the way to calculate the die set matrix, right? Die set matrix. Okay. Now, then go to cut set matrix. Cut set matrix. I'll take 5 more minutes, please. Okay. Cut set matrix. So here you have to remove the set of branches that divides the entire graph into two subgraphs. So here also somewhat slight complexity is there. The number of cut sets are equal to number of twigs. What are the twigs? 1, 3, 5, 6. 1, 3, 5, 6. See, for 1 we will come to 1 last. Okay. If you come to second twig, 3. Where is third twig? Here it is third twig. Here it is 5th twig. See, if you come to 5th twig, a fundamental twig cut set consists of only 1 twig. So you just remove this 5 along with 2 and 7. So this will come under 1 cut set. 5 to 7. 5 to 7, one cut set. 5 to 7, one cut set. Now, coming to 6, you can easily remove 6 and 7. 6 and 7. So cut set 6 consists of 6 and 7 only. 6 and 7. But coming to third cut set, you have to remove a twig along with some links, but that must divide the entire graph into two cut sets, two subgraphs. See, suppose if you see with 3, if you remove with 3, you can't remove 5 because 5 also twig. Okay, 5 also twig. Suppose if you want to remove this 4, you can't remove this 5. So therefore, with 3, so there is a possibility to remove 4, 3, 2, 7. 4, 3, 2, 7 like this. So remove 4, 3, 2, 7. So that divides into two subgraphs. 3, 4, 2, 7. Like that. For first twig also, okay, you can't remove these 3. You can't remove these 3 what we removed earlier. Okay. So therefore, because these two are twigs, you should remove only one twig at a time. So therefore, first twig and fourth link and seventh link. Okay, seventh link. 1, 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7. There is no another combination. 1, 4, 7. You remove 1, 4, 7. 1, 4, 7. Okay. 1, 4, 7. Okay. Once we here the direction of each cut set is equal to direction of twig present in that cut set. Okay. Now come to the first cut set 1. In this cut set 1, the direction of this cut set is equal to direction of this twig. It is away from the node 1. You take this as the direction. Yes. So for 1, obviously it is positive. 4 is present. It is also away from the 1. You take plus 1. 1 and 4, it is plus 1. Whereas for 7, it is driving current into the 1. It is not directly connected, but the direction is opposite to the first twig direction. So therefore, for 7, it is minus 1. Now come to third twig. Where is third? Third here. Third is here. Here we are removing 4, 3, 2, 7. Here it is driving this current into the 4. So for third, it is similar. So it is for third, it is 1. And fourth also driving current into the 1. So therefore, plus 1. Whereas for 2C here, it is driving into the, so it is opposite. Okay. So therefore for 2, it is minus 1. And even for 7 also, it is minus 1. For 2 and 7, these two are minus 1. Coming to fifth cut set consists of 5 to 7. The direction is away from node 3. So for 5, it is away. 2, it is away. 7 also away. For all positive. 2, 5, 7. All are positive. 2, 5, 7. All are positive. Now coming to sixth. Here see. Sixth cut set, 6 and 7 removed. The sixth is entering into the node. The 7 also entering into the node. This is entering. So therefore, for 6 and 7, it is plus 1. 6 and 7, it is plus 1. Okay. 6 and 7, it is plus 1. So this is the cut set matrix. Okay. So I will stop here. We'll discuss one more problem in the next class before going to duality, which is the last concept of this 5th unit. Okay, so probably I will close this 5th unit in the next 2 classes. Probably if time permits in the next class. Okay, otherwise I will take one more class to complete it. Okay. So if you have any doubts, ask me.